Time for another stock review. This time we're talking BlackBerry BB. Remember the old phones? I used to have one, but we are talking AI though. It's all about security. When you think of BlackBerry, you probably think about phones, but what you may not realize is it's all about security. Here comes our big robot. Get out of the way. Now, during this review, you're going to see the inside trading. Who's buying on the inside? Who's selling on the inside? We're going to give you a profitability score, a solvency score, an intrinsic value, the balance sheet. So you can make an informed decision whether it's right for you to buy or hold the stock. Now, full disclosure, I don't own any stocks other than 100% of my portfolio is the S&P 500. The purpose of that is, my reviews are honest, real, unpaid for, unsponsored, unbiased. I'm here to grow the best, most live channel in the world. I aim to be at 10 million subscribers within about 6-7 years, which will make me the biggest financial channel on YouTube TV by a long way. Meet Kevin and Graham Stepan combined won't be at that number. That's where I believe I'm going with the trajectory that we have. Everyone's a member. 98% of our viewers are members. They want live, they want real, they want impartial, unbiased, and that's what this channel is about. It also accompanies the Meet the CEO series as well, where I interview the CEOs. CEOs love to be on my show because it's a completely different style of show. So how do you get your favorite CEO of your favorite company on our show? How do you promote this? Your favorite company, because it is promotion. At the end of the day, I will rank #1 for most of the stocks that I cover within a week or so on YouTube, and we're continually doing that over and over again. So if you want BlackBerry to do well, or at least to be seen by the world, if it's a good review, I'll say it's a good review. If it's a bad review, I'll say it's a bad review. But if you want it to be seen by the world, share this out. You might want to invite the CEO onto the series and onto the show, and I've given you the tools to do so. And I'll come on to that in a second. During this review, I'm also going to cover the latest news from BlackBerry. I'm going to share with you some latest things that have just happened, plus a back test. And we can see how the stock is down recently and whether you should buy it or not. So how do you get the CEO on the show? Below in the description of this video, I'll give you and above my head, I'll give you the links to my Alpha Spread, which is the software that I use, which is the most advanced algorithmic software. My members can get a free version and a discounted version of it, which basically makes my membership for free if you want the premium plan. Also, in the description of this video and above my head, you'll find the link to invite the CEO. So what you do is when this video comes out, when you're watching it now and not doing a live show like it is now, when you watch this video, you can tag in social media to your favorite BlackBerry company online on their social platforms, Reddit, X, wherever, or email investor relations. Accompany this video with the Meet the CEO invitation, and I've invited the CEO on your behalf. You do all of it. I don't email or chase them at all. They'll come to me because of you, and then you'll be the star and the reason why they're on my show. And hopefully we'll learn more about their great company. I'm here to help companies make everybody wealthy. I'm here I don't own the stock. Doesn't matter to me whether it goes up, down, or sideways. I just want to provide the best, most live, real service that helps people in the world. That is my aim. With all that said, have you tapped the like button and subscribed and rung the bell? Have you done that? All right, let's go now. Now, during the making of this video, we are live. All my videos are made live. We also are running on my behind the scenes channel as well at the same time. We call it Extra, where the chat is going on. You can chat here unrestricted. This is completely adult only. Anyone can say anything over here. But where we are right now in this channel, there is restrictions and we are members only. Okay, we don't want bots and scammers coming on ruining the videos. This is an exclusive members only service. All right, let's go straight into it now. We'll start off basic and then go deeper and deeper as we go. BlackBerry, let's look at the line chart. Can you make money from this business? Is there a way to make money? The stock is back down right where it started from. What do you think? Well, before you get your credit card out, Mr. Jordan Smith, and decide to buy it, we need to get a bit hot under the collar. No, we don't. This is how things used to be done. Wolf of Wall Street, all that shouting and screaming. We don't need any of that stuff. Relaxed, calm, Very often I sit and play the piano while I'm trading. Anyway, right now though, let's have a look. The stock is right where it started. Should we buy it? Well, what is BlackBerry right now? We all remember the BlackBerry phones. I had one. I loved it until I got an iPhone. BlackBerry engages in providing intelligent security software. Straight away, it's different now. And services to enterprise and governments. Did you know that? The firm leverages artificial intelligence and machine learning to deliver solutions in the areas of cyber security, safety, and data privacy solutions, and also focuses on the areas of endpoint security, endpoint management, encryption, and embedded systems. The company was founded by Michael Lazaridis. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I apologize if I haven't. James Laurence Balsillie. I hope I got that right as well. And Douglas Fregin. I apologize for not knowing how you pronounce your names. On March the 7th, 1984, and is headquartered in Waterloo, Canada. The name is BlackBerry Limited, Ontario, Canada, 1984, and 3,181 employees. Okay, so a lot of people working there, so we want to do a good review if we can. But if it's not, it's not. But I'm here to help my viewers. That's my priority, is my viewers and my members. Margin, if you buy it on margin, 100%. It's regarded as high risk if you're using margin to purchase this stock. Average volume, 5.5 million. Volume today, 2.6 million. No dividend yield. It's losing money, negative 2.71. 52-week low, 255. 52-week high, 575. Morningstar. I don't use this as a review. I do my own because they're paid and sponsored, and very often they have an opinion. Like JD Power, greatest car in the world, JD Power said. It's a marketing agency paid by the company to say it's great. Chevrolet do it all the time and people fall for it. I don't know why they do. Crazy, isn't it? Anyway, they're saying hold it. Not selling it, but holding it, 80%. The bulls are saying BlackBerry, the result of a partnership with Amazon Web Services, that sounds good, could create a revolutionary software ecosystem for connected vehicles. That's the bull side. The bears say BlackBerry has yet to prove its ability to grow organically as a software company. Okay, and this is only a week or so ago. All right. Moving on down, fair value 490. We'll talk about what the fair value is shortly, but they are saying it's undervalued. Will I agree with that? We'll find out soon. Economic moat, none. Uncertainty, very high. What the moat means is their margins, how much money they got surrounding themselves, can they reduce costs and still stay in business? That's what economic moat means. Stewardship, standard. All right, what about the earnings? Steadily moving up, would you say, over time, trending upwards? I would say so. We had a nice earnings here, came cash positive, and then we've gone back to negative again. But we are now cash positive again. The business is making money, as you can see here. April the 3rd is our after hours. If we had a good audience for it and my members wanted me to cover it, I could cover it live. Who else is buying the stock? Nokia, AMC, GameStop, terrible, pure gambling. SNDL, I don't know much about a few of the. I wouldn't buy AMC. That's all out gambling. So we have gamble stocks here. Which means the stock will be volatile. All right, because people that are buying it, I don't mind taking some risk. Let's look at the website now. Have you tapped the like button so far? Have you subscribed and rung the bell? Have you done all that stuff? All right. What about the numbers? Do they make sense? Well, let's mull over the numbers now. Before we get into the numbers, though, I want to share with you the website and the news. Looks a bit different, right? It's not about phones anymore. It's about security for governments. We like that. AI. AI is good. Everyone's getting in on it. But, of course, you can overpay for AI. You've got to find the right one. BlackBerry Cyber Security, driven by Cylance. At a time when limited resources and sophisticated threats make it harder to focus on running your business. Tell me about it. I had all that stuff with the Russian oligarchs trying to get into my channel. BlackBerry makes world-class security attainable for every organization to increase their cyber resilience. BlackBerry, call me up, make my stuff more secure. I'd love it. What else have we got here? Let me zoom out a little bit. That's as much as we can. Whoops-a-daisy. Hello. Right. Okay. Now I'm in black mode. So dark mode sometimes makes websites look a bit odd if they don't have dark mode capability. We've got an event coming up in 2024. Meet with BlackBerry executives to explore and discuss cybersecurity in Barcelona. That's coming up. But what about the latest news around the company? This has just happened just a couple of weeks ago. Stellantis, BlackBerry, QNX, and AWS launch virtual cockpit, transforming in-vehicle software engineering. We were talking about this a moment ago with Amazon. So, Stellantis introduces the first of its kind. Let me just zoom in a little bit. It's hard because it's quite small text, but I'll do the best I can. Virtual cockpit as a key component of the Stellantis Virtual Engineering Workbench. Industry-first innovation accelerates Stellantis development cycles up to 100 times, speeding up delivery of infotainment tech to consumers. BlackBerry QNX announces early access launch of QNX Hypervisor in the cloud on AWS Marketplace for mixed, critically, and multi-OS embedded application development. So this has just happened. We talked about that earlier at the beginning of the film, the video. Now, I'm not going to read all that out, but if you want to pause the video, there you go. If you pause me, I don't know why I do that. I mean, if you pause me, I'm just mid-sentence, right? Why do I do that? I don't know why I do that. Stop doing it. All right, just pause that and you can read all the news. I don't want the video to go on for 3 hours because it could if I read everything. Right, which you might want me to do, right? Anyway, click subscribe, ring the bell. We're now going to look at the numbers. Shall we go and look at the numbers? Can we make money from this? Shall we get our credit card out and buy the shares, Mr. Jordan Smith? Well, before you rush to your credit card, let's have a look at the valuation and see if it makes sense or not. Well, the intrinsic value is 8% overvalued. However, do we have any warnings? Nope. No, we don't. Other than persistent overvaluation detected. BlackBerry engages in providing intelligent security systems and services to enterprises and government. The intrinsic value under the base case scenario is $3.46, but so it's overvalued by 8%. Okay, that's what we think the company's worth. So it's overvalued, overvaluation by 8%. Okay, now then, move on down. Can we run a back test in real time? Let's have a little look. Let's run it through our software and see what it says. 9% correlation between the price and the valuation. You might want to pause that and take a deeper look at that. We have a Q4 earnings. We have some information here from the company. We picked up on our AI and we're going to bring it to you now. In the third quarter, BlackBerry reported a total revenue of $175 million, where Internet of Things, IoT, contributed to $55 million, cybersecurity $114 million, and licensing $6 million, with a non-GAAP net profit of $3 million. A major deal in Malaysia boosted revenue, leading to a gross margin profit to 73%. Gross margin profit of 73%. The company saw a dip in total cash to $271 million and forecast Q4 revenue between $83 million and $88 million, lower than previously expected due to delays in large government deals. Not surprised there's delays right now. There's bigger issues going on. But then having said that, the issues with the war and so on could be a reason to get going with the security. Maybe. Shift in strategy. BlackBerry is focusing on separating IoT and secure and cyber businesses to streamline operations and cut costs, anticipating a $50 million annual cost reduction. We like that. Not a huge amount of information though. Financials. $831 million, up 0.7 on the most recent range. You can see what it used to do back here in 2014. But no expected huge growth at the moment, though. 26, nothing really. Nothing to get excited about. Operating income is up 16%. Net income is down 3%. Free cash flow is up 86%. We like it. Capital expenditure, spending less. Negative 15%. Negative 15% is a positive. It's green. Means we're spending less money. Operating cash flow is at 2 million. What about the balance sheet? What about the balance sheet, right? Most important thing. 1.4 billion in assets. 1.4 billion in assets, of which cash is 200 million. Very nice. Liabilities, less than half of that. That's good. But how much debt do we have? So this is good balance sheet. No long-term debt. No long-term debt in their liabilities. Good balance sheet. Good balance sheet, well-funded, with cash. We like the balance sheet. Efficiency, 59% margins and increasing. Operating margin, up and down. It's kind of secular if you look at it. You can see there, again, if you want to pause and take a closer look at those, you can. Profitability score, 30%. Not too bad. Hopefully things will improve if they get the deals from the government. Long-term solvency, not going bust. Balance sheet is good. It's not bright green, it's not Apple or Amazon, but 43 is fine. We're not in the red. We're amber, turning green around about 50%, so it's not too bad. Solvency is good. Low DE, long-term solvency is good. Short-term solvency is a bit sketchy. Low Altman score, a bit sketchy, but the balance sheet is fine. You can invest in this knowing it's not going bust anytime soon. However, Wall Street say it's a 20% downside. Worst case scenario, 11%, which you can get more on the S&P. But on the best side of things, on the high forecast, 81%, if they can get those government deals that they're talking about, then things could be good. It's a good balance sheet. This is a potential buy because we've got a very well-established brand. We've got government contracts being negotiated. They're just waiting for them to come through. Security is a major issue now. It's just delays in getting things through. It's always the same with the government, of course. 81%, if all goes well, is a good return. It's a good balance sheet, good numbers. Let's look at the short interest. And are they buying on the inside? There's the competition. If you want my links for my software above my head, down below in the description, you can check that out. So what do you think of that? You can go and see the competition. Shareholder short interest, very, very good. We've got a little bit of short interest, not much. Hardly any. 2.85. The lowest you sort of see is either none or like Apple has like 0.7. You know, it's so it's got some, but nothing really. No short squeeze here. Obviously, there's right, but you also don't have any negative sentiment either. So you can't have your cake and eat it really. Short interest is good, just a little bit, nothing major. So that's good. What about inside trading? BlackBerry. This is 3 months ago. Should I bring you this? Should I bring you some interesting news? Not really. It's too old. If it was up to date, I'd bring it to you, but it's a bit old. What about inside trading? Do we have any? Inside action. We don't have information on inside trading to share with you on this review. Unfortunately, no, we don't have it. So we don't know. If we don't see anything, there probably isn't anything either way round. Last 90 days. 35% negative, 30 days, 40% negative, increased, 70 last 7 days. Now we're getting the news about the government and the Amazon deals and so on. 66% positive, moving up and today, all positive, just one news item today. So sentiment is moving in the right direction. We don't have any inside trading, so we don't know anything. Short interest isn't anything to worry about. And we've got a good upside if that government deal comes off, Amazon deal comes off. It's a well-funded balance sheet. It's got a good solvency score, got plenty of cash, no long-term debt. It's a potential buy from me. If we can get more information on the government deal, it could be a buy. So let's go over now and look at the movement of the stock price. We can see over the last year, it's down 21.86%. So we can see that. We can see it's 25% of the last 3 months. Over the last month, it's just up. It's down 2.7 over the last week. It's up slightly, so it's starting to go up again now. Maybe a time to buy. And today at 1.67. If we look at the RSI, seeing how it's trading, it's mid-range, not overbought, not oversold. That's good to see. BlackBerry itself, let's level 2 data. We can't really use this. People like to. It doesn't really tell you anything. People think it does, but it doesn't. If it did, everyone would know what the stock market was going to do, and nothing would work, would it? Anyway, let's look now at the comparison to the S&P. If you tap the like button, have you subscribed to the channel? Okay, let's have a look at this finally. Here we go. If you put $10,000 in 2011 in the S&P, you'd now have 50 grand, 5x. Whereas in BlackBerry, if you put 10 grand in, you've now got 480. So 2011 would have been a bad time to invest in BlackBerry. But now, is it a good time? Well, let's give a final thought on our review. So we've got BlackBerry with a good name, a good pedigree, a good history. We've got a good balance sheet. We've got plenty of cash. We've got no long-term debt. We've got government contracts being negotiated, deals with Amazon potentially. The stock has been down for a while. It's at a good low level right now. There's no insider trading going on that we know of. Inside buying or selling. The short interest isn't that much, so no short squeeze there. Positive sentiment is returning. We've seen that. So it's a potential buy from me. Potential buy from me. Click above your head. Click below in the description for all the links. And if you want to access the Meet the CEO invite video, and also our extras channel where you can talk 24 hours a day when I'm off air, plus other things, go over here. You'll see all my reviews. I've done many reviews, and you get discounts on my memberships and everything else for Alpha Spread. And that's it from me. Invite the CEO. Let's have him on the show, and let's learn more about the company. That's over to you. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.